welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer Hybrid Major Glitches Tournament. We are in the bracket stages at the beginning of this tournament. My name is Trey Spire, and I am joined here in the commentary booth by Orange. How are you doing today, Orange?
I'm doing fantastic, and I'm excited to see the first ever Hybrid Major Glitches bracket race.
Indeed, we have it's a very special race. We have Zeke Highwind versus Dawnvenure today. Sure to be an exciting one.
We'll be starting here momentarily.
And off we go. Now, so hybrid major glitches, we do like to start with boots. Boots enable us to do a majority of the fun clips we're going to see throughout the entire race.
Quick map check from Dawnvenure. We got a pendant at Hera and a green pendant at Eastern Palace.
Ooh, green pendant Eastern is always a fun little thing to find there.
So they're both doing both different openers. Dawnvenure is going straight for a hobo clip, whereas Zeke is electing to do Sahasla start. And in glitch logic, I like to consider the Saha start the uncle route of glitch logic.
I can see that. I know I never considered coming over to Uncle early in this mode, but we have boots. There's no reason not to.
The problem with going Uncle right away is that we like to route that in with Pyramid Fairy once we get the mirror, and if we do Hyrule Castle too early, we orphan the Pyramid Fairy because we do not care about red crystals.
Right. There's a bunch of fun overworld clips we get to do in this mode.
So let's talk about how Hybrid Major Glitches actually works, shall we? It's your typical overworld glitches seed, except 4 underworld bomb clips are added to the logic. And although it's just 4 extra clips, it has a significant effect on how the logic works, and that's where the real difficulty comes in. Like, for example, your flippers can be in Swamp Palace.
Yep, the flippers can be there. Your small key to Swamp Palace can be further in the dungeon, not right in the front. All sorts of fun little things. We did get a lamp fairly early on, which dark rooms I'm sure are no problem to anyone here in this tournament. But Zeke is taking advantage of that, clipped up into Hera, or not into Hera, up the mountain, and is already rescuing the old man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Zeke go for Graveyard Ledge here to get him some early bombs for Kakariko later.
Makes sense. Bombs seem to be a commodity in this mode, as it typically is in all modes.
And unfortunately, he clipped a little too high when actually starting his clip and soft locked. Because I noticed him move up 1 or 2 pixels accidentally.
Ooh. And I know a lot of these clips are very, very particular in where you need to be.
That one in particular is much more difficult when you have no sword. Or really just a way to get spin speed.
Right. It looks like Dawn found bombs somewhere, because I know they haven't been up the mountain yet.
Considering that he had 3, it was probably in the drop down. No, that was Bombos.
Chat is telling me tree pool. That's a nice tree pool to have, actually.
Ooh, excellent. Even Kakariko is a little different in glitch logic because our cat loop is a little longer because we also do Desert Palace as part of our cat loop. Whether or not we can finish it, some people will have to put it off until they get a fire source for Landmo, a glove for Checkerboard Cave, book for Bombo's tablet, even a bottle for Sit Kid.
And we do at least meet one of those criteria here. We have a lamp on. Although we don't really have a weapon to fight good old Landmo yet.
You don't approve of Burn and Landmo?
I mean, I 100% approve of Burn a Landmo. But we don't have the magic for that. I don't think.
There's magic pots in desert.
Is there enough?
No.
I would definitely appreciate the effort if they tried, but yeah, going from zero well, I guess we could fill up on magic if we went beforehand. We do have boots, but that seems like a long trek around in Kakariko to go get a full magic. And if I'm thinking of it, no one else is thinking of it, I guarantee you. We did get flippers, which is a nice little find, and just bombs on race game. So I guess we're not going to be stealing that from it today.
The option is there, but Dawn is at full bomb capacity. He doesn't need it.
The most essential Aghanim destroying item, the bug net, in our possession now.
And a good safety once we get some bottles later.
Normally this is where I'd say something about desert being boots locked, but we don't care since we have boots.
You always start with the boots in glitch logic. Bootsless OWG is a thing, but no one ever plays that.
That sounds rough, and I don't know if I like it. Powder in desert.
That's actually kind of unfortunate because we could have routed in Magic Bat had we gotten that earlier, but with the flippers, it becomes a more dangerous check because now you have to risk a soft locking. That's both items he's done here.
Oh, we're still fighting. He may have miscounted.
I'm afraid he has miscounted because we just got both items in Desert Palace, and yeah, Dawn just realized it.
He realizes. All right, one goes in, one goes out.
We're not quite done with the cat loop yet because we can at least grab K45 here.
Oh, you're right, we can.
Just a simple dumb clip that we call it, where you just mash until the game throws you, and we're here.
You think there's a chance that Dawn's going to route in the powder check while we're here? Or do you think he'll end up putting that off?
No, I think he's going to the mountain next. It would be the density play for him.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because in this mode, Paradox Cave is Sphere 1. Oh, but we get a bow.
Ooh. Interesting. So how about that green pendant?
I don't think that's on his mind right now. I think he wants to go straight up the mountain, judging by that sanctuary start.
I 100% believe you. There's just with Paradox being Sphere 1, there's no reason to not get over there as soon as possible. It's a whole bunch of free items. There he goes. I thought for a second he got stuck, but oh well, maybe he. Okay.
When that
I'm
happens,
curious.
you just you end up on the exit to Death Mountain Descent, and you can just fix yourself.
Today I learned.
It's part of why new DMA is so safe. And it's become the go-to Death Mountain Ascent for glitch logic now.
I like it.
You could convert it to Hera DMA. You could save yourself if you accidentally land on the ledge like Dawnvenure did.
Alright, so here's something that I've heard is a very uncommon thing. That's Zeke going to Uncle now.
This is an interesting call. Okay, we may need that ether. So while we did pick up a small key in Hera, Dawn is absolutely not going to use it. That is going to be save scummed later or burned in swamp.
Right, because we need to make sure we're watching what keys we have where, so we don't accidentally hardlock the game, if I'm correct.
Well, with Misery Mire, you're given a lot more keys than you actually need, so you can always just burn Mire keys in Hera and Swamp and be fine. But the issue is Hera in particular, because you could end up passing up something important in the basement.
Right. Dawn getting the clip to, well, King's Tomb on the first try.
Yeah, when you're in that state, the game thinks that Titansmith's Rock is just a push, so you can lift it without glove. It's no big deal.
I was gonna say he was going to Graveyard Ledge, but nope, I was fooled.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again to do Graveyard Ledge, because he's running low on bombs.
Right, and that's a super quick bomb refill. Although we are back up the mountain. For map check, we have a pendant at Skull Woods, and Swamp and Turtle Rock are our red crystals. Not that those entirely matter in this mode, but still nice to call out.
It does depend on the mirror.
Right. Although the mirror can't be in at Pyramid Fairy now because... Oh no, I guess it can be, can't it?
You do not need the mirror to clear Swamp in this mode.
Right. Interesting.
And it would be really funny if mirror wasn't Pyramid Fairy in this mode, because it is fully legal.
Although, do we really need the mirror for anything in this mode at all?
Oh no, Dawn, you were one bump too low.
I'll just try again, I'm sure.
But Dawn is clipping into Hera at a rapid pace. That is some serious mashing I'm seeing on his end.
Alrighty, over we go to East Death Mountain.
Oh, we're getting a magic bat check from Zeke.
Ooh, yeah, I'm curious to see how this works because I this is one I haven't seen.
The key to this clip is to not clip in too far, and he got it.
Oh, well, that does not look right. Oh, never mind. It was completely right. Okay.
Yeah, it's on purpose. You just need to clip in some, but not too far, so that you can jump off and trigger a fake flipper transition. Then it's up, right until you can't move anymore, up again to pop out, and you're above the hole.
Fascinating. I love it. All right. Meanwhile, Dawn in Paradox. See if we get anything out of here. Book. I guess that doesn't entirely help us right now.
The book is nice, though, because we don't have to worry about orphaning tablets in this mode.
Right. They're so easy to get to. Although we can't get the items without swords first.
We're doing Hera clips so much that it's basically impossible to orphan either tablet.
Right.
Oh.
And then getting over to Bombos is just a matter of visiting desert at some point.
Ooh, Dawn is going for Witch DMD. And he got it.
Very nice.
Yeah, with this series of clips he's doing to Saha and Eastern Palace.
Very nice. Very smooth transition the whole way down there. Is Zeke too high up, I think, for what he's trying to do? No, he's...
He got it.
Hooray!
Now he's trying to buffer 1 pixel up so that he can do this King's Tomb little clip thing. But we're finally getting a South Shore check.
Heck yeah.
Neither runner wanting to commit to the pendant Eastern play quite yet. It may not even be necessary. The fact that Zeke is doing this again tells us that he wants Graveyard Ledge. He might even do Houlihan with this, because doing this also arms Houlihan.
Right, I saw that for the first time, and I had no idea you could do it that way. It was quite eye-opening.
Oh, Dawn, get that full magic.
Definitely well worth it.
And I hope for his sake, bombs are in here too, because otherwise he's not doing Ice Rock Cave.
And that seems like something that's a little bit of a pain to get back to.
Definitely.
Even in this mode, I mean, in your standard non-glitch modes, if you don't have like a flute or something to get over to Ice Rock Cave, it's a pain, and that's a pain in and of itself. I don't think he realizes he doesn't have bombs.
No, he does not. Zeke, on the other hand, is much better equipped for this. He has plenty of bombs, decent amount of arrows.
He's
doing the Ice Rod Cave clip.
Oh, that's also a thing. Fantastic.
Honestly, I totally forgot that clip was a thing.
Who needs bombs?
It's just in my end, I always have a bomb for it, so why would I clip in?
Right.
Super Malmo World telling us that Dawn was on the wrong bump for setting up the Ice Rock Cave clip.
Ooh. On back in Kakariko, looks like we might be getting the Magic Bat check from him.
Yeah, this is definitely Magic Bat. And unfortunately, Dawn has soft lock because this is what happens when you clip in too far.
And this mini mold armor is not cooperating. There we go.
The mini Moldarm just held up his hand and said, no.
Not today. Well, we will get to see whatever is in Ice Rock Cave here, because Zeke is on his way over. Right.
And we're almost certainly going to see a Water Walk, because Waterfall Fairy is Fear 1 thanks to the boots.
Not only that, we have flippers.
Yeah, but Water Walk is faster.
You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Yes, Sankheart.
I mean, it would be crazy to not arm a Water Walk there.
Right. Like, you have boots. There's zero reason not to. There it is.
The only problem with having flippers is that as soon as Zeke touches shallow water, he's going to lose his Water Walk.
It's a question that I'm sort of just speculating. So since you have boots and you can arm Water Walk, is there a clip to get onto Lake Hylian Island before you have Darkwood access?
There absolutely is.
Interesting.
Oh, Dawn just pulled off Map Wrap.
Map wrap, you say?
He went for a dangerous clip that has a hard lock risk to go from Race Game to Eastern Palace.
And we get a sword out of Eastern Palace. But no, I didn't even know you could do that. I know I've heard that going, off the boundaries of the map can be catastrophic, but I didn't realize that there was a way to utilize that to your advantage.
That's just some clever routing from Dawnvenure's end.
Zeke pulls a bottle out of Pyramid Fairy. Not Pyramid Fairy, this is the Waterfall Fairy. Listen, they're both fairies. They're in caves.
They both give you free stuff when you throw bottles at them.
Exactly. And it was full of blue potion. So hey, fake fluting around the world.
We are going to get a Zora check from Zeke here because there's 300 rupees on the ledge, which means he'll be able to pay for Zora.
Oh right, yeah, there is.
He wants that fish. Nothing really of note in Eastern Palace so far, just a sword.
Just the sword, which I mean, hey, swords are nice.
I shouldn't be saying that about our first sword because the first sword lets us do spin speed.
Yep, exactly. Gotta go fast.
Well, not just that, it's just that spin speed also sets... Oh my goodness, that is a fluke.
Well, which in this mode, I guess it's okay. Because from what I've heard, the flute is eh.
It's a convenience item, but if you get it early, it's worth it.
That really wasn't a scam either. This one just left rupees on for you too. I think that's the kindest Zora I've ever seen. Don't quote me though.
Now we can burn all our fake flutes into Dark World instead of just the Light World and Dark World. Long pause from Zeke here. Is he perhaps looking up how to do the spin speed version of this?
Possible.
Oh, no, it's Dawn who has the sword, not Zeke.
Right.
That's my mistake.
Alright, we have Dawn heading right into the Armos fight for this lovely green pendant.
Nothing of note in Eastern except for the sword, which is always nice. But maybe the green pendant turn-in has something?
Maybe. Never know.
We're still ideally looking for either Moon Pearl or Mirror. Or in Dawn's case, even a bottle would suffice.
Nope, just a small arrow refill for that fight to get that pendant. So yeah, Eastern was relatively empty, save for the sword. Ooh, is Zeke going to the Dark World?
This may be a pod play. In Hybrid Major Glitches, we actually have a... Oh, that is a Moon Pearl on Ether Tablet.
Oh, that's a place for a Moon Pearl.
We have to find a sword. A second one.
Love that text is just Bunny be gone. I've never actually seen the Moon Pearl text.
I know, it's fantastic. Bunny Link be gone.
Zeke's running a little low on bombs.
Yeah, he's going to pod, but he's going for the Instaclip version of this. And he got it.
Hey, he got it. Very nice.
So while we're in Cave State Pod here, we have 255 keys, which is basically infinite, but We only open the first center door before resetting the dungeon because we can't really risk picking up any chests here because if we accidentally get the big key, this dungeon becomes unbeatable. Now that Zeke has reset the dungeon, he can safely start opening chests here because now the game recognizes that he's in Palace of Darkness.
Yep, those front door transitions are the most important thing. Make sure you're in the right place at the right time. For what it's worth, key logic is in dungeons is pretty much the same, save for a few. I'm looking at Swamp Palace in particular.
Hera also changes because the dungeon can be locked by Misery Mire access.
Right.
And Turtle Rock, the front half of Turtle Rock, the key logic plays kind of like Entrance Shuffle.
Ooh, that's always fun.
When you're going from Mire to Hera, and then Hera in Mire State to Swamp in Mire State, things get confusing, and it's fully in logic.
Absolutely. Which is why your Mire keys matters. I'm sure we'll talk about that when we get to Mire. Nothing but small keys so far.
Pod key logic is completely unchanged, even though we can Kiki clip in. Kiki skip in.
Yep. Four of the 6 quote-unquote front chests have to have small keys at minimum. And we've already seen 4 small keys, so hopefully there's something on the right side. Five small keys to pod, of course.
I'm still holding out for that 6 key front of pod hybrid major
I know.
glitches.
Oh, that'll be so good.
Dawnvenure is also going to pod here.
Yep, makes perfect sense. It doesn't seem like there's a ton left to do in the light world. I don't think.
Yeah, trying to consider what's left in the light world we could possibly do.
I was gonna say probably the back of Escape, but I'm pretty sure we need a glove for that at this point. So I don't think Zeke got a small key.
That's right, Zeke did do front of Escape. I did not see if he got a small key.
I don't believe he did.
We can kill Landmolas, but he doesn't have anything.
Right.
The Hera basement.
Oh, you're right.
We
do have a
have
Hera basement.
we have to save scum that basement.
Right, and at this point, both runners have saved multiple times since going into Hera. So there's absolutely no reason they can't just go up there, check it, and then save scum the key if they need to.
Although if it's Master Sword, you do have to keep it.
Yup. Although there's our second sword on Zeke's side in Pod Darkness.
There's our second sword. Dawn is gonna get Moon Pearl out of this via the Master Sword.
Zeke is out. Once he finds that other sword, where was that over in? That was over in Paradox, wasn't it?
The second sword was in Eastern Palace
Oh,
for
you're
Zeke.
right.
Zeke
You're
has to
right.
get the book out of Paradox.
Right. That was a very smooth clip into Graveyard Ledge here. It seems like it's a lot easier once you have spin speed.
It's a lot easier with spin speed because you can just walk diagonally and you're off.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would make that a lot easier, wouldn't it? Ooh, you know what else we haven't done, even though we now have Dark World, technically?
What's that?
Sick Kid.
We haven't done Sick Kid.
Zeke has a bottle.
This is what I was talking about earlier about doing Graveyard Ledge arming Houlihan, because Zeke is now in the Houlihan room.
Yeah, hey, I like it. It makes a lot of sense. Free money for free fake flutes. I guess they're not free, but
although some people will actually just use this as a fast travel to Link's house, like for in particular when you're setting up Pyramid Fairy.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
This has to be Paradox Cave from Zeke.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because at this point, he has Paradox and Eastern left. And Sick Kid, technically.
Question in chat about why the sign is up there. That is actually where we put the winners of glitch tournaments. The main tourney has their Houlihan room. We have that little bridge.
Of course, you need to know the overworld glitches to get to the glitch champions.
And if you want your name on there, you have to win a glitch tourney.
Dawn has his second sword, so there will be a Moon Pearl incoming relatively soon, I'm sure.
Oh, no question, Dawn is going straight for that Moon Pearl.
It's easy to get to. You just clip up the mountain and you're there.
And then the seed is wide open for Dawn.
Right, because we can Death Mountain descent from the Dark World, and it's go wherever we please.
It is a really simple spin speed clip, followed by a bonk.
Real question will be, where does he go next? Well, I guess I imagine over toward Village of Outcasts to go down to Mire.
Oh, it looks like he's setting up, he might actually be starting Hype Cave via the super jump.
Oh, right.
Zeke does not approve of that Moon Pearl location.
Oh, absolutely not. Because now he needs to find another sword.
So this is one of the most visually appealing clips of overworld glitches. You can just jump all the way from Death Mountain to the bottom of the Dark World.
Yeah, I saw that for the first time the other day, and it's so neat to see. And then, as far as I've been told, you have to go into Swamp Palace to fix it, because you have to go into a dungeon to fix your camera.
Ooh, Zeke is actually going for a fake flute here. He needs to drink that blue potion on the same frame he triggers a transition, and he'll end up activating the flute menu and going wherever he likes.
Ooh, he drank the potion instead.
Oh, no, 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 no. He just saved and quit. He just lost that blue potion.
Ugh.
Hype Cave has a Cane of Samaria on the cape, at least.
Hooray! Well, I guess the cane is at least a good thing to find.
If we can get into Mire, then we can full clear it.
Oh, you're right, we can.
But if it's Ether, Dawn is at some point gonna have to go to escape.
Yep, exactly. And there's a lot of the world open to Dawn right now. I don't know when he's gonna get to escape. Unless he gets the mirror, I suppose. Oh, and a hook shot. Hook shot on Stumpy.
Well, there's always the 1 hour Uncle rule, and that's if you haven't checked Uncle and you're an hour in, go check Uncle.
Right, and we're about 20 minutes from that point, so we'll see if that's going to apply today. Zeke also not happy with that sword placement.
Apologies for the flashing on Dawnvenure's end. Although reduced flashing appears to be on for him, it doesn't fix that. The two ways to fix it is to either enter a screen transition, underworld transition like Mire Shed, or just open your map.
So, Mire is Ether.
Well, we know where Ether is, but he's not going to get it for a little while, considering that it's at Uncle. The secret passage.
Right, yeah. All right, we're doing a little bit of digging for Dawn's first bottle.
For 160 rupees, he can melt down some flutes and use it in the Dark World. Since we don't have the mitts, this is our way up to Village of Outcasts. A fun thing you can try if you get an early dead game prize is seeing if you can beat the timer.
It's always fun. Up into Village of Outcasts.
Meanwhile, Zeke did go into Eastern. He got his master. He's gonna get his Moon Pearl after this.
Oh, 100%. Village of Outcasts having a bunch of nothing so far. Maybe Thieves Town being a crystal will give us something.
We'll just have to go into Thieves Town as is and hope nothing important is in the big chest.
It's my favorite gamble.
it's even worse when something actually is in the big chest.
Yup. Zeke getting his consolation arrows. And we'll have his moon pearl shortly.
I'm really curious as to where Zeke is going to start.
Indeed.
Because no question here, he's going to go get his moon pearl, because it's absolutely required. Unless you just want to farm rupees all game and Fate Flute, Link State all your crystals in Ganon kill.
That seems horribly inefficient. Not that that's a bad thing, but it just seems very inefficient, especially when you know where the moon pearl is.
Alright, Zeke is going to go counterclockwise while Dawn is going clockwise.
Meet in the middle.
They're going to high-five each other at some point.
I was about to yell at Zeke here about skipping. Why skip bumper ledge here when you can just clip up to it if it's something important? Even though it's nothing. Zeke opting to skip out on Skullwoods for now.
That high five in Thieves Town is going to be coming sooner than we think. Since we don't have a glove yet, this is a kill-all room.
Yep. It's always weird to me just seeing going through Thieves without a glove in any mode. Just because like it's almost habit. You just try to pick up that rock and then you can't because you don't have a glove.
And this is a mode where our first glove can actually be go mode.
Oh, because of Ice Palace. I'm like, wait a minute, how?
That's all we needed for. We needed to get the gold stair.
So in the event that ice is a pendant, you may not even need a glove for that seed.
So I'm noticing that Dawn is heading to blind with no keys at all, which I guess means that the big chest was locking itself.
I guess so. That does mean that blind can't lead to the hammer.
Yeah, so Dawn is technically out of logic right now.
Taking care of blind right on script. For another bottle. And our first crystal at 48 minutes and 10 seconds.
Surely the hook shot's gotta lead to something. Because this sea has been pretty barren so far.
It has been. Oh, you know, we do have hookshot. That there is a way over to Hookshot Cave, right?
Yep.
So that's a possibility. And maybe where Dawn is going next.
We could also technically do right side GT if you're willing to do the lamp sequence break.
Ooh. That would be spicy.
That would be extremely spicy.
But no, it looks like Dawn's going to activate his flute. And possibly turn in Sick Kid.
There's no reason you don't turn in Sick Kid if you're activating flute right now.
Right.
The other thing I can see him doing before going back to Dark World is paying a visit to the witch and buying a couple of fake flutes.
Oh right, yeah, we have the bottles, we have the money. There's no reason not to.
Especially since we don't pay Kiki in this mode.
$5 from the Zeke kid.
Just his weekly allowance. Oh, we're getting a Bombo's tablet check from Dawn here. It makes sense. It's just this is pretty easy to check now that you have flute.
Yep. Flute down, flip in, check it, flute away. Just a little love.
That's to be expected, to be honest, because all that book was... It was unlikely both tablets were gonna have progression. Just Ether.
Right. Oh, and I imagine we're gonna see a Harapot here.
Definite Harapot, but okay, he's just gonna bomb himself in to guarantee he doesn't accidentally waste the key.
Smart move. Also a very smooth Harapot.
We really, really don't want to burn that key on the basement.
Right.
And I believe if my HMG Hera logic is correct, we have a vanilla big key.
It's very possible. I have seen the Hera Big in the Hera Big chest.
Yeah. We can just use Myers' big key to get it.
Yep. And yes, Moldorm also could have the key here.
That's right. I totally forgot that we can just use Myers' big key to get up here. And there it is. But Dawn doesn't want that pendant. He's just going to fall on purpose and go open the big chest.
Yep. If there's something on Ped, we just come back up and get that pendant whenever, right?
Right.
So that means there's an item in the basement, right? Because or no.
Was that the first item or the second item?
I thought it was the first one, but I could be mistaken. As I thought we got, because I know the map, or we got the small key in the basement, then I thought we got the map in its vanilla chest. But I could be wrong. That was so long ago. So many things are happening.
All at once. Could have opened Swamp Palace. And this is how you get up to Hookshot Cave without a glove.
Oh, right, because you have to go in through the back, through Floating Island.
Meanwhile, because Zeke does have Ether, we are getting a Meyer play from him.
Fortunate that he hasn't gone to Pipe Cave yet to get his hands Aria.
I think at worst, he's just going to open Swamp Palace right here and now.
Oh, you're right. That is definitely something he can do. Definitely not a bad option, knowing that you have to.
And there's nothing in Hookshot Cave.
No, it's quite barren. It's a scary thought there.
So
Nice Godmire here, by the way.
So let's assume you were running this. You know, all the glitches, you're comfy
Sure.
and all that. Would you want to dip Turtle Rock here?
Ooh. With Kane? Kane,
Yes.
no Fire Rod. I mean, you're talking to someone who clown routes 80% of his seeds. So the answer is yes, 100%.
Yeah, I know you. That does sound like the kind of decision you would make.
Although, the Dawn here also is just going down to Catfish, which I also would think is a decent thing to do in this situation. Because you can get back up the mountain at any time. You may as well check Catfish while you're here.
Yeah, some people will choose to either do Turtle Rock or do Catfish into, well, no, Dawn has already dipped Pod.
Yeah, but they both dip. They've both dipped Pod in this situation, so I don't imagine that they'll end up back there anytime soon.
My mind was on overworld glitches mode and not hybrid major glitches mode.
Right.
Because if you were just playing just OWG, you would route in Pod here.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Very simple down teleport if you wanted to get to Pod, but Dawn has already dipped it. We're not seeing that.
So at this point, if I had to guess, Dawn is going to... You don't have a glove, Dawn. Dawn's going nowhere, because I also forgot that Dawn didn't have a way down the pyramid.
Oh, he did. He just needed to clip the Pod and walk all the way through the maze.
Oh, so clipping the Pod there was the correct decision. Right, and we're going to... Hey, remember that hour? The hour rule. Here it is.
Here it is, the 1 hour uncle check, and I don't think he's going to be happy to see Ether. But Dawn can not only finish Misery Mire, he has silvers, so Viddy's free.
Right, yeah, because we got silvers out of Super Bunny there.
And that was a great rail clip from Zeke there.
It was. I couldn't even tell. Like it just suddenly happened.
I haven't seen anything of note in Mire itself.
I have not either, and I haven't been counting keys, to be honest. Not that that matters here, because I believe counting keys in Mire, we have all three. Which, that logically could mean that in Zeke's eyes, Samaria can be in Swamp Palace. Right? That's how that works?
Swamp is not Kane locked.
Yes. Of course, we know where the cane is.
Here we go. Zeke is going to Hera, and he's going to use Dash Citrus. So it turns out if you position yourself just right, you can actually start a Citrus clip via dashing. And it's a lot easier than, going frame by frame.
And another super jump on Dawn's side.
His second one of the match.
Nice map for Zeke. This is also a little rough because, I mean, yes, we don't have the hammer, but Zeke still doesn't have his poke shot.
Almost there. Got it.
There it is. Very nice, Zeke. Very nice.
Now we can just open the way to Swamp Palace. Meanwhile, we're gonna get much of the same thing from Dawn, but I imagine he's gonna kill Viddy first.
I imagine so too. Oh my goodness, the hammer.
What a great hammer.
I love it.
First chest swamp.
So... here's a question.
What's up?
I know we talked about how you can get into swamp and you can do all the fun swamp things without the mirror, but how do you flood the floodgate to even go back into swamp?
So in order to flood swamp without a mirror and then get back in, you need to drain the swamp in Light World, immediately save and quit, Hera clip, and then do Hera to swamp.
Ah, okay. So technically, once Zeke goes and gets his hookshot, he could beat Swamp Palace now.
He absolutely can. He just has to remember how to do a mirrorless Swamp Palace. Yep, there's the hookshot for Zeke, and it's looking like, judging by that immediate save and quit, he is... Oh, that is not what I thought he would do.
Yeah, Zeke, what are you planning? He did just get hookshot, so maybe he's going over. He has hookshot and cane. He might be going over to East Dark Death Mountain to get those checks done, or we're gonna finish Hera.
See, I thought Zeke was going to immediately flood Swamp and then finish the dungeon. Alright, this is the risky method of doing Hera Pot when you have a small key.
It's okay, Zeke changed his mind.
But he's going to shift gears and try something else.
He does have a hammer now. I could see him clipping up to the Turtle Rock portal and just opening it.
He can't open Turtle Rock's front entrance itself because he needs Quake.
Well, right, but I mean, as far as getting into the Dark World.
Yeah, that's an option, and that is what he's gonna do.
Learn that it's Quake, although that doesn't entirely matter here.
Yeah, we mostly do not care about the front of Turtle Rock, at least the entry medallion. But there's a scenario where it's handy to have, and that's if we're gonna go to Skull Woods after clearing Turtle Rock, and we have no mirror.
all the places you could say, Turtle Rock was definitely not on that list of places in my head to go from the front of TR to anywhere.
There is a map wrap to Skull Woods that's highly dangerous.
Oh, that makes sense. Going from the easternmost point in the world to the westernmost point at the top of the map. No, that makes sense. Never mind.
Dawn was practicing the map wrap earlier.
And we saw earlier pulled it off going from race game to Eastern.
It's a handy tool to have in your arsenal, so if you're comfy doing it, then I don't see why you shouldn't.
Oh yeah, 100%. Zeke makes his way into Hookshot Cave. And
Wow.
Dawn claims his second crystal.
I don't think there's any question he's going back into Open Swamp.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I am made to look like a fool.
Well, we tried. Okay, and that's all we can ask for, is that we try.
We tried.
Imagine Zeke now is going to go down to Catfish and sort of follow Dawn's route from up here.
More or less.
Although here, Zeke does have a hammer, so he can go straight from Catfish down to Pyramid.
But more importantly, get another crystal.
Oh, you're right. Zeke can finish Pod.
Zeke can absolutely finish the Palace of Darkness. And look at this clip he's doing. That's what he's gonna do. He is gonna go kill Helma. So, remember when I said that we don't pay Kiki in this mode? Well, here's our exception.
This is much faster than clipping into the dungeon. From Death Mountain, I'm assuming.
Faster than save quitting, going to the Kiki skip place, clipping in, walking out, resetting the dungeon.
Yep, just you gotta pay to win sometimes.
Meanwhile, hey, look at where we are on downside.
Ooh, it's GT!
We are dipping Ganon's tower. So we could basically come here whenever we get Moon Pearl. This is, for the most part, a crystal dungeon to us. There's our big key at number 2.
So, oh, that's a thing. At what point does the climb become in logic?
3 small keys.
Okay. Good to know.
Although he could climb right now if he wanted.
Oh yeah, for sure. But instead, we get my favorite room, which is the tile room. You know how happy I'll be if there's just a fire rod here?
At this point, I would be happier to see a glove or a mirror.
That's a second small one. Well, I tried.
But you know what we are getting? He's doing the lamp sequence break.
Oh yeah, we are. Meanwhile, Zeke encountering Helma, very angry and throwing bombs. I approve.
Until I started playing Rando, I never knew that bombs worked on Helma's mask.
Yeah, same.
I had the opposite problem of children back then.
And down goes Helmsor King. Dawn gets the bomb jump. Very nice. Helma with 10 arrows.
Yeah, alright, Dawn should have this.
Oh yeah, 100%. Very
Nicely sequence broken.
For our troubles, we get some money, some arrows, some bombs, and a map.
If you're gonna take the effort to sequence break right side, you have to go to Ice Armos. Especially when you have no hammer.
And we have the big key.
We'll be done with left side as soon as we enter Rando Room. You know, Dawn might climb.
Possibly. I mean, so this is still a 7-7 defeat Ganon seed. Well, first 7 in quotes, because you can get into GT whenever you want. But so we still have to climb Ganon's tower. There's nothing saying that you can't do it, first.
This is what I mean by GT basically being a glorified crystal dungeon. We have to do this no matter what. But there is a specific reason we set the entry to 7 crystals, and that's to prevent the seed from putting the Moon Pearl in Ganon's tower, and that's it.
Is it possible, if it's a 0 crystal entry, for that to happen?
Absolutely. You would just need access to the TR portal. Then you bunny walk past Lionel's, take an intentional death in GT to do a Dungeon Bunny revive, and then you start digging GT.
Oh, right. Dungeon Bunny revives in Logic. I didn't think about that.
Meanwhile, Zeke went for the swim to hammer pads, but experienced a softlock I have never seen before.
Yay, new things. I was gonna ask, because I saw it happen, and I haven't seen it either. But if you're not seeing it, that's a new one.
Luckily, we have a glitch master in the chat to explain what's going on. He was doing down left instead of up left, and likely did not have enough momentum to get out.
Ah, okay.
Now, from Zeke's point of view, he's gonna go left side here. After tile room.
Yeah, tile room.
We typically like to avoid putting this off because we care about GT key logic in this, and if it turns out we don't have to do tile room because it's logically a small key, then we just won't do it.
Zeke's not even gonna bother trying to do the right side with the lamp. We're gonna just make our way over to the left.
For Zeke, it doesn't make sense because he has the hammer. He can full clear left side. Today I learned you can't boomerang that key.
Oh, yeah, same. All right, new information. There's another key. And the mirror.
Yeah, for Zeke, the climb is in logic. Because we have enough keys to do it now.
Yeah, we do. And we got a couple more checks over here to do too.
And with the hammer location, mirror location, that officially confirms that a Harrod swamp clip is hard required.
Yeah, because there's no other way to drain the swamp without having the mirror. Or
No, it's that there's
or
no way
putting in.
to get the hammer.
Right.
Hammer in swamp is locking mirror. And your access to that hammer is via a sphere 1. Oh, there's our fire rod.
And the fire rod.
Is via a sphere 1 ether at Uncle, which we normally do not do. In a way, this scene is kind of rude.
Just a little bit, yeah. So at this point for go, we need what, an ice rod and a glove?
We need an ice rod and a glove, it looks like.
An
Well,
ice
there's
rod?
glove, so let the ice rod hunt begin.
Here we go. It could be at the top of GT here. Well, I guess not, because Dawn hasn't found it yet. Or it could be post Moldorm 2.
If it's in the Moldorm 2 chest, then I'd imagine Zeke's gonna get it soon.
Well, it's blue.
Not the... Oh, Dawn has the ice rod.
Oh,
Chat is saying that it was in the pre-Moldorm chest, so I believe that is no mode.
That is no mode, 100%.
And yeah, that would mean if Zeke were to climb Ganon's tower right now, he would hit go mode.
I do imagine he'll do right side first, just because there's a couple checks over there still. Now that he has the fire rod.
Yeah, that fire rod is going to send into right side Ganon's tower first, but I can't imagine him not climbing afterwards.
Two is down for Dawn.
Dawn is in trouble right now because of the whole not going back into Mire to open swamp play.
Yeah, you've got to think when is the best time to go back to do that?
Yeah, because he's running out of checks too.
Back into Hyrule Castle.
He never did the front of escape. He only went to Uncle.
Oh. Zeke is gonna climb.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer play from Zeke. He is going to hit go mode when he gets to the top. Question from chat, what is needed so Ganon can get attacked? It is still a 7-7 defeat Ganon, so we still need to get all 7 crystals, and we still need to defeat Agate 2.
Yep, and that Agate 2 requirement is obviously here why Dawn has already climbed and killed Agate 2, and why Zeke is doing that now.
Yeah, there's no way around it. We have to do this climb.
Yep.
For goal reasons. Alright, Dawn right now is in Hera.
We're checking Hera basement.
We're getting a basement check. Did he save and quit recently?
I believe he just did. Before coming up here.
Alright, so this has to be a save scum. Ideally, he save scums this and then goes back and goes to Swamp Palace through Hera. That'll get him his hammer, that might send him to left side GT, and he'll hit go mode there.
Yeah, hopefully it sends him to the left side GT. It might push him over toward pot. Being, another crystal dungeon that needs to be done as well. I heard you liked bottles.
There's that hard reset. Question in chat, are the Titans useless in OWG or hybrid major glitches? For the most part, yes. There can be a logical requirement to get the mids, and that would be if we have to fake flipper to ice. They also are our only logical access to the Smith chain, but we really don't like doing that. And I think some people are so gung-ho about not doing Smith Chain that if they were forced to, they would probably just go on a bottle adventure and grab the Smith that way.
Oh yeah, probably. So it looks like Dawn is going to be heading into...
this is Turtle Rock. He's doing the mirrorless wrap. The Lionel's giving him a little bit of trouble. So it looks like he's just going to take one of the side entrances here.
Zeke picks up his ice rod, which puts him in go mode at 1 hour, 23 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yep, Zeke Highwind is now officially in go mode. Not much of a nice rod hunt for him.
No, it's super convenient when your go mode 3 items and they're all sitting in the same place.
With all the item density and rapid checking we get to do in glitch logic, it's always feels bad when we're in go mode and we're still on Master Sword.
Oh, yeah. Ah, remember when I said that thing about...
It's not as good as a sword.
Oh, absolutely not. But there was one swipe of the net from Zeke, and I appreciate it. And now we're dashing with it. Man, Zeke.
And the beautiful part is that because Zeke opened up Swamp and has the mirror, he doesn't have to do any more dungeon shenanigans. He can just do the rest of Swamp the normal way.
Yep, the nice and easy way. Alright, Aga 2 is down. Zeke has some dungeons to clean up.
Yep, we're gonna get a Go Mode Swamp, Go Mode Ice, Go Mode TR, and just some Misery Mire and Desert Palace cleanup.
Real question is, where does Zeke go first?
This looks like TR first.
Does it make sense? At this point, you've done Aga, you've done Aga 2. You have no other business on the mountain other than to finish this dungeon.
Yeah, I think he's just done with the mountain as a whole and wants to get TR out of the way. TR itself is looking pretty empty.
It really is. I thought maybe we'd find a sword here, but...
I was really hoping to see Tempered Sword. So, Dawn just died in a Dark World dungeon, and normally this is where we would talk about fake worlds, but this is a seed where fake worlds aren't really going to be a thing.
Very nice from Zeke.
I wonder if Zeke only knows how to do the laser bridge wrap without the mirror.
Maybe. I don't know.
Comment from someone who knows Zeke better than us. He's more comfy with mirrorless wrap.
Do what you're comfortable with. That's how you win, right?
That's how you usually win, yeah.
So I was gonna ask why Zeke was skipping laser, and then I realized he's looking for the big key and doesn't care about any of this. And the big key in this mode can't be on laser bridge because that wrap is technically not in logic.
Yeah, sequence breaking to laser bridge is not in logic in this mode. Your logical access is either through the front or through the west or east exorcist. He still needs to get a small key though, so he can actually get to Trinex, but there should be one on laser bridge. I wasn't paying that much attention to Bond.
There was one on laser bridge. I think it was the first chest. Oh, and it's a vanilla big key of all things.
Yeah, so Zeke just needs to get a small key. He seems absolutely convinced that it's not on Laser Bridge. Meanwhile, Don reclined Hera just to get the pendant. I hope he's not thinking bad.
He might be. Oh, hey, look, that Quake medallion to open up the front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, so we were absolutely required to clip in.
There's Zeke's key.
And we're getting Skull Woods from Dawn.
Oh. I mean, this might give Dawn a sword, but at this point, I don't know. I don't know how much that will help. He's got to go get his hammer.
The only things that can really be in here at this point would be a sword and a glove. The other glove.
Right.
And what I'm worried about is that Dawn might be in if it's Swamp I Lose mode.
Ooh. Yeah. Relatively clean. Trinex, Master Sword Trinex fight, of all things, on Zeke's side there.
Just using the red mail to brute force the fight, but hey, he's down. That's all that matters.
Exactly. There's our other glove in Skull Woods.
The runners now have different gloves.
They do, and they're both going to the back of Escape at the same time. The sync here is kind of interesting.
Yeah, Zeke wants a sword, and whereas Dawn wants hammer.
And we got none of those things back there.
The good news regarding Dawn, though, is that the glove he picked up isn't going to do much for him. At worst, it would send him to ice.
Oh yes, send him to ice in hopes for finding the hammer in ice.
Yep.
Oh, is that what's happening? Actually, is that what we're doing?
No, he's doing checkerboard.
All right.
I'm not exactly sure where Zeke's going, though.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I think it's going to be faster for you to take the swamp entrance if you're going to Mire. For Dawn, you may as well kill Landmo while you're in the area. Give yourself some thinking time since you know Landmo doesn't have anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, no question. Zeke is absolutely looking for tempered. One, two, three. Land mode goes down for Dawn.
Very nice use of the silver arrows there. I'm a little jealous myself. I can't aim the bow to save my life.
There's actually a setup for it if you have the boots. Just bonk on purpose on the north wall.
Oh, that's too easy. We can't have that. Dang it. Alright, I have something to learn now.
That's actually what NMG does to set up their bow landmo fight.
This is the way in the dark world I was not expecting to see.
Oh, it's a great clip.
Oh, wow. Wow. Ooh. I like it.
That is how you take that portal without the hammer.
So this looks like the Ice Palace playthrough.
This is the flipper wrap. Unfortunately, Dawn is going to ice. Landmo is down for Zeke. He's going to head to Meyer and have a free Vitreous fight. Yes, I'm afraid that the hammer was in the very first chest of Swamp Palace. This seed hard required a mirrorless, hammerless Hair to Swamp. Well, logically, a Mire to Hair to Swamp.
Yep.
And all of it locked by your uncle. Gotta say, when you put it that way, this seed was completely rude.
Oh yeah, 100%. Here we see Dawn taking a key, and we're gonna clip through the wall. Lovely.
That is actually in logic because hybrid major glitches can require you to dip Ice Palace with no Fire Rod or Bombos.
There's our tempered sword.
I think Zeke is gonna get that when he goes to ice.
More than likely, if he's going to be actively looking for a sword like he has been as he goes through every dungeon, then he's definitely going to stumble upon it.
Although an even easier sword would be right here, maybe.
It's 2 items out of ice.
Just one to go.
Hopefully it's just right here in Freezor so we get Dawn out of the dungeon. It's a big key.
We're not done here yet.
There it is. 10 arrows.
What is Dawnvenure's next move? Alright, he is draining Swamp. He's gonna go to Swamp right now.
And then I definitely imagine that he'll finish Swamp while he's here, since he's draining it like this. He's gonna get his hammer, and then he can just finish it.
Yep. Then this is gonna be a Hera clip so that the Swamp stays drained. And then he'll just take that key to Swamp.
And have another high five moment here in a second.
Zeke will be in Swamp with the correct dungeon ID, whereas Dawn will be in Swamp with the Hera dungeon ID. Dawn is electing to do the bomb clip method. Nothing wrong with it, but the inputs once you're clipped in can be a little difficult. Electing to hard reset here.
Any particular reason why? Is it possible that he ran out of bombs?
He needed to get his bombs back.
Well, if there's one way to get free bombs, it's a hard reset, I suppose.
So that he doesn't have to do Pengator Room?
I suppose so.
There's our Swamp Small.
Yeah, Swamp Small.
It's just in the Waterfall Room. We got the bomb clip. He's now in Swamp Palace.
There we go. I got scared for a second. We were just standing there on the hammer pegs.
He remembered to move left though. That's the important thing.
It's so weird that Zeke is finishing this dungeon at 2 Swamp Palace Swampies.
It really is weird.
Dawn, you need to open. Oh, Dawn's gonna go leave and come back in, and then start opening chests. That makes sense. He'll get his hammer. Everything will be great.
Yeah, Dawn is not happy to see that hammer location.
No, absolutely not.
And unfortunately, he is still not in go mode because he needs to go back to Ganon's tower for Fire Rod.
Which means more than likely he's gonna full clear Swamp Palace. He might find the last sword on left side. You never know.
Probably. Ooh, Zeke is gonna go for the mirror wrap. This is a hard luck risk. But
did he save?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Dawnvenure.
Oh,
But
no.
I have seen Zeke run HMG. I know he is comfortable doing the mirror wrap, and he got it.
There it is. Just find it, Zeke. There you go.
Apparently, Zeke got it on the last possible pixel.
Ooh. And we're just going through the dungeon normally. Because why not? This works out. As long as he does Pengator, he'll get his sword.
Oh, he's definitely doing Pengator. With all the extra checks he's been doing, there is no way he does not do Pengator.
I'm sure he's happy to see that.
There's that tempered sword he's been looking for.
So now he stops looking at things. Actually, at this point, he's gonna finish this dungeon and then go fight Ganon.
Yeah, this is going to be a 7th crystal.
Definitely a very well-timed sword for Zeke. Yep, here we see Zeke not caring about any chests anymore. Off we go.
Normally, major glitches seed don't go this long, but this seed was particularly rude.
Mainly the hammer.
Mainly the hammer, which Dawn, I think, hard last located.
I believe you're correct.
Just go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're good. Zeke into the coal skill, right?
Just taking the safety bombos. I call it a safety because, well, it gets you more magic for fire rod shots.
And with that, Zeke has 7 crystals.
Yep, all 7 crystals for Zeke. All he has to do now is make some bacon.
Dawn's heading right back over to Pod. Not a bad decision now that he has his hammer.
Yeah, he's just doing some cleanup here.
Although we know he needs to go to GT to get that fire. All right, in we go.
What words of wisdom do you have for us today?
Nothing. He's just gonna complain that we didn't bring him food.
Excellent positioning by Ganon to just sit there and let Zeke spin.
Indeed, how kind.
At least that's one nice thing this seed is giving us. Tempered, red mail, silvers, despite it's free.
Absolutely. Four bits of silver will finish off the pig.
Down
Very-
goes Ganon.
Very clean Ganon fight on Zeke's end. Get your GGs in chat for Zeke Highwind. At this point, all he has to do is cross a 1x3 bridge to make it safely across to finish. And with that, we have Zeke Highwind finishing in first with an official racetime.gg time of 1:52.41.
And unfortunately, Dawnvenure has forfeited from this race. Let's see if we can get them both in here.
We are joined by Zeke Highwind. GG, Zeke.
GG. Who put that moon pearl there?
Oh, here, I thought you were going to yell at me about the hammer.
No, I came across the hammer pretty easily.
True, you did. No, so that was the first time I've ever seen the moon pearl text, and it made me laugh. But yeah, what a place for a moon pearl.
Both seeds had their own little trolls, putting the moon pearl on ether tablet and then putting the hammer where it was.
Yeah, moon pearl was bad. Hammer could be bad, especially with where ether was.
Yeah, you're going to into Hyrule Castle was a very interesting early decision. And that was something you like to do. But you getting that ether definitely helped you out a lot.
So before he forfeited, where was Dawn?
Dawn still was not in go mode.
What was Dawn missing?
Fire Rod.
Oh no. GG Dawn.
We are joined by Dawnvenure. GG's.
GG's.
Well, that was a way to start tournament off, wasn't it, Dawn?
I hated pretty much every minute of it. Like my resource management at the beginning was really bad. A lot of my movement was bad, and then just once again, just like the further I got into the seed, the more tilted I got. Just because it's like, all right, it's not giving us fire out. I guess we can't do like 2 of the dungeons or like 3 of the dungeons to incentivize going there. Oh, nope, we still also don't have hammer. And once again, it's just another very hard last location hammer for me for tournament seeds for glitch modes and just seeds in general, which is Actually, kind of the most tilting thing ever is not finding hammer when hammer orphans. Like, if you don't find hammer early, the amount of things that is orphaned because you didn't have hammer when you were checking the area just is so much. It really puts a poor taste in my mouth.
There is a lot that hammer locks in these modes. But, did you find the fire rod?
No, I still wasn't even in go mode. That's why I forfeited. I had GT left and GT, hammer pegs, and spike cave. That was left for me for where fire rod could be, and I was just about to go to GT to try and find it.
You would have found it.
Your fire rod was in the fire snake room of Ganon's tower, along with your Titan's mitts one room later. So you both finished with different gloves.
Oh, where was Dawn's gloves?
Skullwoods.
That's certainly a place for 2 gloves. Rando room and Skullwoods front.
Yeah, also not finding the mirror in glitch mode also feels pretty bad because there's so much you can do with the mirror.
The logic to get to that hammer was disgusting.
This seed hard required a mirrorless, hammerless swamp palace.
I just don't really understand Swamp Palace logic at all, so for a while I'm like, do I need hammer to do this? Or do I need mirror? Do I need one or the other? I don't... Because you'd hop down in that flooded room, do I gotta flood this room, save and quit, do it again? I just don't understand swamp logic is all, and it's more me and not understanding the mode more than anything else, but I probably wouldn't have... Well... Seeing as how hammer, you don't really need it for swamp for most of the checks, right? Any of the checks? I don't know. I don't understand the dungeon at all.
I don't think you need hammer in HMG, if only because I've seen hammer on Argus come up in the qualifiers.
Oh. Yeah, so yeah, it's just my poor understanding of the logic for this game mode is what bites me the most, I guess.
I did not care for either of the first swords to get that Moon Pearl.
I would like to bring up swords for a second. Zeke, you went really out of your way to try and find a tempered sword despite being in go mode. Were you just not comfortable doing Master Sword Ganon?
It was down to I was going to have to get tempered sword or go buy potions, and I wanted to see if I could get the tempered sword.
Fair enough.
But with the... I didn't have a chance to ever go buy potions in this run, and fastest way to do that would have been... I could have picked them up before Swamp, I guess. But the overworld ones I went out of the way. The checks I made in Swamp and Ice, I still would have made along the way looking for the tempered sword. But
Well, is there anything else you people want to say about the seed?
better hammer location, please.
Yeah, that's about it. I just feel I thrive more when I have a early hammer compared to late hammer seeds.
My entire go mode being in Ganon's Tower was hilarious, I'll admit.
This is the 3rd tournament seed in a row for glitch modes where I found my hammer far later than my opponent.
Well, just so you know, this isn't over for you. There is a game 2 yet to be played, and there is a possibility you could get your revenge and bring this to a game 3. Zeke, congratulations on taking game 1.
Thank you. And Dawn, we'll work at figuring out game 2 sometime this week.
Alright.
The others will probably be more in the evenings for Eastern time. It's just, with the observed holiday, it made it pretty easy to schedule, I think. At least here in the US. And I guess lastly, before wrapping up, just big thank you to Orange and Trey for jumping in last minute for commentary on this, and thanks to Professor Pixie for tracking, and to SpeedGaming for letting us put this show on the road.
Yeah, no, and thank you too for putting on quite the show. If you guys aren't following either Dawn or Zeke, go give them a follow. They put on a great show today. They definitely would appreciate the love, I'm sure.
And with that, I think that about does it for us on our end.
It does. Again, thank you, SpeedGaming, for hosting us and putting this on. And again, Don and Zeke, thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. Chat, stick around. I'm sure there's plenty more rando where this came from in your future. Stay tuned.